How to survive freshman year of high school. Serious. Don't go in thinking you're better than everyone, because you're not. Find a group of friends and find a friend in at least a majority of your classes. Do your work and ask questions if needed. Remember that you're only a freshman, but your GPA still will affect college choices. Do your work and don't be a jerk. Easy to remember. Upvote courser, it rhymes. Stay out of drama. Senior here, don't change your personality to appease upperclassmen or your peers. Basically, your mom wasn't lying when she told you to be yourself. As for the academics, it's just like any new school year. Sure, it's harder, but it's just as hard as 5th grade work is to a 4th grader. Lastly, don't panic. Your life completely changes after high school. Most people who were popular/losers in high school grew up to be someone completely different. Try to make friends early and don't intentionally piss anyone off. Make sure it's not the 80s. Otherwise you'll get the shit beat out of you. All freshmen come into high school thinking they're the shit. I did too, and didn't realize it until sophomore year and annoy everyone. So just know yourself, know your worth. Learn MMA. No. Don't be a dick and do your shit. Seriously though, do all the homework and meaningless drivel you have to do. I know it's literally the worst, but don't dig yourself into a hole. At least in my school it really wasn't bad. Yeah, you might get hazed a little bit, but in my school it was all playful, typically between varsity and JV players, and everyone was in on it and everyone would laugh afterwards. I'm sure it's different if you're in a really large school, but for me, besides my own problems that caused me trouble in 9th grade, it wasn't bad beyond some people just assuming they're better than you cause they're graduating or whatever. My tip is to enjoy it. High school will fly by super quick and all of a sudden you're looking for a job or a nice college or whatever your plan is. Embrace the time you have there and make the best of it. Most of it in hindsight will not be that bad for most people. I'm sure there will be those out there who get bullied by terrible people, but in my school everything was fine for the most part. I'm not old by any means, but I've been out of high school for a few years and it's insane how much responsibility you pick up over the few years after. Now the time to start working on a plan for the future while you have plenty of time to think about it. Just relax and focus on your classes and trying to have a good time. Honestly, I miss school so much. Such a simpler time just a few years ago. Stay out of seniors' way. Establish friend group. Don't wait until you're an upperclassman to be social. You're not too cool to have school spirit. What's freshman? First year of high school. Honestly, just do your work and try to have a good time. And don't put too much pressure on yourself. Most people are nice, just be nice too, and you should be fine. And if it doesn't go well, keep it all in perspective. H's is only a few years of your life. Fake a critical disease or illness. Most kids, even the bullies, will not bother the kid with leukemia. Do your work, study, sign up for extracurriculars, get your license as fast as you can, and start charging your friends $5 each for a ride home to start making money. Use said money to purchase drugs. Sell drugs at 1.5-2x more than you bought them. Repeat. Become drug lord at your high school. Hire cronies to sell for you. Kill a few people to let others know your business will not be fucked with. Cartels will bow down to you. The teachers can't do anything because you bought out the SROs and principals. Get high grades and make sure you keep your GPA up high because colleges will like that. Get better at writing for entrance essays, scholarship essays, etc. Enjoy life. Make good friends. Have sex in the bathroom. Yeah, I know, the usual. When you're 40 you'll realize how insignificant it all is, and just enjoy it, and do what you love. I had a great freshman year. I was told that it would be hell, but I honestly enjoyed it and all of the experiences I had. The best thing I can tell you is that freshman year will be enjoyable if you make it that way. Work to the best of your ability, have good relationships with teachers and classmates, no matter how much you hate them, and have fun. Don't be afraid to meet new people or try new things. Keep a positive outlook on everything and tackle the toughest situations with a smile. Be authentic to you. True friends like you for you. So many people were so fake. Lots of people changed. Please don't lose yourself in the way you want to be perceived by others. Live for yourself. It's very attractive to find someone who is so unapologetically themselves. Seek out friends, but if you are an introvert like me, don't feel pressure to. It's easiest to make friends by being involved with something outside of school. Marching band for me. Keep your mental health in check. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you ever need it. There are so many people out there who want to help out. Last thing is that for me, high school was such a liberating experience versus middle school. Yeah, there's always gonna be a few assholes, but my biggest piece of advice would be to live in the moment. If I could do it all over again, I would play it cool as a cucumber. Don't worry about a single fucking soul in that room or what they think of you. Because in the end, it won't matter. I would ask every single girl out that I wanted to, not giving a shit about getting embarrassed. And do all the homework and studying you can while you're young and you have a fresh mind. Just enjoy it. Because in the end you'll find that the youth is wasted on the young. Join a sport or club or both. I don't know how I would have survived if it wasn't for the support base of my marching band friends. Plus, it helps to have upperclassmen friends. You don't. Okay. To be completely honest, study. Not too sure about the stress part. I didn't really handle it, and it can backfire. Just be around people you feel you can trust and talk to. I went to a very nice high school and college. High school was significantly harder for me academically. I'm pretty sure my biggest motivation back then was not wanting to let down my parents and siblings. It wasn't until late in college I truly learned how to study and prepare properly. Takes a while for some people. Try and take on the mindset that you'll dominate that shit regardless. You don't really cope with the subsequent stress, you just manage it as best you can. Good luck. Plus high school was a long time ago for me, but this was my tactic. 1. Just accept that what the teacher said was true. Even if they are wrong, it's equals to be on the test. You can be right later with a better paying job too. Prepare early. Don't cram, it's not good for your stress or your education. 3. Accept that you're not great at everything. Just be great at what you love. I've always felt bad for people who get stressed over exams, ESP in high school. I was lucky, I guess, one of those people that made a and B all through HS and college without having to even look at the textbooks. I will say the one thing I struggled with though was math. I had to do problems over and over and still didn't get it. I kind of gave up and just did the bare minimum to get by. I made C's all through my schooling in math. So my tip is, if you're struggling with math, tutoring or YouTube videos might be helpful. That sounds like me. I hated school, all levels, but I knew that if I didn't get that done, I'd never have had the life I wanted. And still today, 8 years working now, I'm still proud of myself for sticking to it. Just think about your future plans and say to yourself, this is one of the greatest things you can do for yourself, and it's worth it. At least that's what I did and it worked. Keep motivated. You can do this. P.S. I still hate school. Honestly? having low AF standards worked out, because most often, when you expect failure, give your 110% and do.